Hello, everyone. Welcome to Jonesboro High School, or Jonesboro, Missouri, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Excuse me. A little tongue-tied to start. That's a great way to get going. We are coming live from Jonesboro, Arkansas, here at Valley View High School. We are at Memorial Field, the Jack Moore Complex, from the Century Finance broadcast booth, bringing to you live Valley View Blazer baseball. Got a beautiful Friday afternoon, sunny day out here at the ballpark. Valley View will be taking on the Poplar Bluff Mules out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. They're a Class 5 District 1 school in Missouri. Poplar Bluff comes in with a record of 12-6. Lost yesterday a tough one to Brooklyn High School here in Arkansas. And Valley View, two-time back-to-back, or five-time overall, two-time back-to-back state champions, come in with a record of 17-1. Head coached by Josh Allison. We've got the Blazer lineup here, so we'll start with number 24, Noah Ragsdale, playing second base. Number 21, Owen Roach, batting in the two-hole, playing center field. Keaton Mathis will be behind the plate, batting third. Barrett Mallett playing third base. Madden Tatum in right field. Will Finley at first base. Levi Martin will be DHing today. Beck Black will be in left field, and Cannon Driscoll at shortstop. Parker King will be towing the rubber today for Valley View, the senior, number 9. Looking forward to a great matchup here. As we look at the 5A East standings, we've got a three-way tie at the top with Valley View, Searcy, and Greene County Tech all 8-0. Batesville and Marion at 3-5, Paragould 2-6 in conference. West Memphis and Nettleton still winless in conference. Umpires and the head coaches are both all meeting at the plate now, exchanging lineups. So we'll take a quick 30-second break here, and we'll bring you back live with Blazer baseball.
At Valley View, we are more than a school.
We are achievers.
We are supporters.
We are champions.
We are creators.
We are learners.
We are innovators.
We are Welcome back to Memorial Field, the Jack Moore Complex here on the campus of Valley View High School. Poplar Bluff and Valley View are both coming out on the field, as we'll have the national anthem. All right, both teams filing back into the dugout. Valley View getting ready to break it down and take the field. I apologize up front. We do not have a lineup yet for Poplar Bluff. We'll kind of work through this as we go. I do have the roster, just not a lineup. It's a beautiful day here at the ballpark. A little warm, pretty windy, but good weather for baseball. Like I said, we are just close to postseason play here, coming up very soon for the Blazers. As Valley View they are pumped up and ready to go on the third base line. Valley View with the 8-0 conference record. As Parker King walks the mound as we get ready to get started here. Keith Mathis behind the plate as Parker King takes his warm-up tosses. Parker's a senior for the Blazers. Really great football player as well, just a great kid overall. This is going to be a good matchup. Poplar Bluff's they're a big school. Usually a pretty solid baseball team. I'm sure Valley View will be up for the challenge. Umpires are looking on. Should be a good day for baseball. Poplar Bluff is coached by John David Patillo. And as we said earlier, a record of 12-6 coming off a tough loss yesterday at Brooklyn. They've played some competition that we're sort of familiar with down here. Started off the season with an 11-1 win at Gosnell to start the year. They've played Kennett. They've played Sykeston out of Missouri as well. So some somewhat common opponents there, some schools that Valley View's a little bit familiar with. As the infielders are headed back to their positions, Parker King is on the mound with the baseball. So we're ready to get started here in the top of the first inning. Clayton Schalk leading off for the Blazers, shows bunt, takes it for a strike. 0-1's the count. That's strike two on Schalk as Parker King way ahead here. Parker gets a sign, comes set, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Schalk goes down on strikes. Great start for Parker, just filling up the zone. Brant Bell, number 13, in the two-hole for the Mules. Big right-hander takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Parker really in a groove here early on. Another swing and a miss. Bell steps out to regroup. Parker ahead 0-2. The pitch, strike three, drop third by the catcher. He throws to first for the putout. Parker really mixing it up well here in the early going. First ball delivery for Parker. To Bryce Dobbs, number 12. He's in the 3-0 today for the Mules. That one trickles to the backstop. 2-0 to Dobbs. Parker sets, pitches. Up and in, 3-0. The early jinx from the booth. As I said, Parker was cruising. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Pitch taken for a strike. We're 3-1. Parker gets his sign. Infield and outfield straight away. Dobbs takes that one up and in. Ball four as he makes his way to first base. Number 10, Ryan Tinkovez. Hope I'm pronouncing that close. Takes strike one on the outside corner. Parker trying to pitch around the two-out walk here. Dobbs gets his lead from first. Parker comes set. Throw to first. He's back in safe. Finley tried to deke the runner. Sliding back in. Faked a little overthrow there. Dobbs with a decent lead. It's a pop-up short right. And that is caught. Nice play by Madden Tatum coming on that one. We're in the middle of the first. No score. We'll take a 30-second timeout.
Doctors McDonough and Phillips have over 50 years of combined experience performing dental implants, teeth extractions, and IV sedations. Our doctors are leaders in the field of computer-guided dental implant surgery and wisdom teeth extractions. NEAOMS is the only AAAHC-accredited oral surgery center in the tri-state area. Trust the care of your family to the most established oral surgery center in Northeast Arkansas. Northeast Arkansas Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery.
Welcome back to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth here on the campus of Valley View High School in Jonesboro, Arkansas. No score here, headed to the bottom of the first. As I said earlier, we do not have a lineup for the Mules. I believe that's Clayton Schalk. I may have that wrong. We'll figure out the pitcher here in just a second. Blazers leading off with Ragsdale, Roach, Mathis, Mallett, Tatum, Finley, Levi Martin, Beck Black, and Cannon Driscoll. Noah Ragsdale, the senior, second baseman, wearing number 24. Looks on as we're timing up the Mules pitcher here in the bottom of the first. Getting quite a crowd here. Even quite a few Poplar Bluff fans made the trip down. So that is number 6, I believe, for the Mules, Brett Belknap. Ragsdale leading off, back of the box, up on the plate. Takes the ball low, that gets away from the catcher. 1-0 to Ragsdale as Owen Roach is on deck. Belknap from the stretch. Kicks and pitches and a foul off to the left side from Ragsdale. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball that Ragsdale drives to center field. Center fielder made a good catch on that. That's a tough play. Ragsdale did a nice job of staying back on the baseball. Got a little out in front, but wasn't fooled bad. as he drives that ball to center field. Owen Roach to the plate now for the Blazers. First pitch misses outside, 1-0 to Roach. That's Bryce Dobbs behind the plate for the Mules. Roach with a ground ball to shortstop. Comes across in front of the first or second base bag and makes the play. 2 down here for the Blazers in the bottom of the first inning, no score. Brings Keaton Mathis, big catcher, to the plate for the Blazers. Another off-speed pitch from Bluff as Mathis drives that ball in the right center gap. Be an error on the right fielder. Coming in a little too quick. Ball skips over his head off his glove. Roach comes in standing up, or Mathis standing up at second base easily. As Brody Freeman will run for Mathis. Barrett Mallett takes the first delivery on the outside corner. Two away here in the bottom of the first, no score. Valley View threatening. Freeman runs for Mathis at second base. The 0-1 pitch to Mallett. Ball's hit hard to the shortstop. Got to make a quick play here, and does. And that will retire the Blazers. 6-3 on Mallett here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a quick 30-second break. No score here from Valley View. Welcome back to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We're in the Century Finance broadcast booth here on the campus of Valley View. Blazers and the Mules go to the top of the second here, no score. Valley View threatened in the bottom of the first. Mathis with a drive to right center. Right footer for Poplar Bluff. Looked like he misjudged it. That wind is tough today. Ball skipped off his glove. Mathis went into second standing up, but the Blazers could not capitalize. Poplar Bluff really mixing it up early on. A lot of off-speed deliveries here from Belknap. Parker King is through with his warm-up tosses. Gavin Caudell, number 18, is ready to hit for the Mules. Barker gets his sign from the stretch. Fastball misses away, 1-0. Gavin Caudell, the right-handed hitter for the Mules. Fouls that pitch away, 1-1. Some gusty, swirling winds here today at the ballpark. King with a really good off-speed pitch there. Had him out in front. Got him swinging. Parker way ahead here, 1-2. The delivery to Caudell. Fooled again on a curveball on the outside corner. He goes down swinging. One away here for the Mules. Luke Seagraves, big left-handed hitter, number 15. Tries to check his swing on the first delivery from King. He cannot. 0-1. And that is a base hit to right field on the second delivery. Poplar Bluff getting their sign here from the coaching staff. Marcus Tabanera, number 1, right-handed hitter. Digs in. Seagraves, not much of a lead at first base. First pitch taken for a strike. Parker with a nasty curveball. Missed a little in. I think that was his best curveball of the day, even though it missed in. Seagraves short lead at first. Parker's picking. That ball does get away. On the pickoff attempt to first base. Kind of had Madden Tatum a little off balance as the runner's diving in at his feet. Parker looking to pitch around it. The pitch. Fastball taken high. 2-1 to Tabanera. Seagraves with a single. After the Gaudell strikeout, started here for the Mules. Pitch taken right down the middle to Tabanera. Parker evens up the count, 2-2. My apologies, that was ball 4. Miles Johnson, number 4, steps to the plate for the Blazers. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch misses from King. Keaton Mathis out to talk to him. Parker got the leadoff hitter here in the top of the second on the strikeout. Luke Seagraves followed with a single to right field. Advanced to second. On the misplay at first base on the pickoff attempt. And then Tabanera with a walk. Two and 0 here to Johnson. Valley View calls time. Coach is out to talk to him. Poplar Bluff trying to capitalize on the hit and the walk here in the top of the second. Still no score. Parker still just one pitch away from getting out of this inning here. and getting Valley View back with a chance to hit here. Umpires making a slow walk to the mound to break things up. All right, here we go. Johnson awaiting the 2-0 pitch from King here in the top of the second. One away. King comes set, and the pitch way outside, 3-0. Valley View dugout trying to encourage Parker here, trying to pitch himself out of a little jam here. Still just one pitch away from getting out of the inning. So that pitch hits Johnson in the back, and that will load things up for Poplar Bluff. Here in the top of the second. Parker gets his sign, comes set. The pitch way outside to Foster Rose, number 21. For the Mules. Parker really cruising in the first inning. Started things off here in the top of the second with a strikeout. Good off-speed pitch, missed low. It's 2-0 to Foster here in the top of the second inning. Still no score. Valley View's got to force at any base. Outfield playing straight away. There's a strike from King. Parker gets him on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Boy, Parker just one pitch away here. One pitch away. Jams in on a pitch inside. Fouls it off down the first base line. Will Finley goes and retrieves. As Rose digs back in for the 2-2 pitch from King. Bases loaded. One out. Wind still blowing left to right here. Oh, what a play. And that's going to get him out of the inning. Wow, what a play. What a play from Noah Ragsdale. Takes that ground ball himself, steps on the bag, throws across to Will Finley at first base for the double play. Poplar Bluff cannot capitalize. We're still no score here. Middle of the second inning. We'll take a quick 30-second break.
When you're at home, you need right fiber. Some say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play. Maybe. But with Right Fiber's 100% fiber internet, you always win. No matter which side you're on. Fall in love with your gig speed internet. Get gig smitten. Get Right Fiber.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth, bringing you Valley View Blazer baseball live here this Friday afternoon. Parker King makes a tough pitch when he had to. Gets the double play after the bases were loaded with one out. Parker looked sharp early in the first inning. Led off the top of the second with a strikeout. And really Poplar Bluff had a great chance there to capitalize things and get on the board early. But Parker made a tough pitch when he had to, and the senior Noah Ragsdale takes the ball himself at second base to the bag. Parker wisely got out of the way on that one. I thought he might try to make a stab at the baseball there at the top of the second, but wisely Ragsdale was shaded up the middle for the double play, and Valley View got exactly what they needed. Madden Tatum, the big right fielder, the lefty, leads things off for Valley View here in the bottom of the second inning. Hammers a pitch the other way, but right at the Poplar Bluff shortstop. One pitch, one away here for Belknap in the bottom of the second inning. Well, Tatum hit that one right on the nose. He hadn't even made it out of the box before it was in the shortstop's glove here. As Will Finley, who was the back end of that double play ball to get Parker out of the top of the second, takes a first pitch strike from Belknap. 0-1 to Finley. The pitch. Another curveball, misses upstairs. Finley holds the bat high. Fouls that one off behind us to the screen here. 1-2 for Belknap. To Finley. It's Max Taylor retrieves the foul ball for the umpire. Belknap getting his sign. Second base is back on the green of the turf at second base. Another pitch hammered to shortstop, who bobbles, but was able to pick that one up off the turf with a big hop. Retires Finley at first base. That brings up Levi Martin, number 33. Big DH here. Batting for Parker King here in the bottom of the second inning, still no score. Martin takes first pitch curveball for a strike. Belknap looking solid here early. Pitches from the set position, or stretch position here, and that'll be a ground ball to the third baseman that retires Levi Martin. 1-2-3 for the Mules against the Blazers here. Still no score. We're headed to the top of 3. We'll take a quick 30-second break.
Hey Blazers, are you ready to take charge of your money? The experts at Evolve Bank and Trust are ready to help. Located in downtown Jonesboro, the Evolve team can help you open an eUniversity checking account designed for students like you. These accounts have no minimum daily balance and no service fees. Can't get to our downtown location? Check out our 24/7 ATM and virtual teller on Main Street. To learn more about all our products, go to getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth. Your home for Blazer baseball. Parker King finishing up his warm-up tosses. Keaton Mathis sends that one down to second base. Valley View with a quick meeting on the mound here. Still no score. Top of 3. And the top of the lineup for the Mules. Clayton Schalk, lefty, struck out in his first at bat. Stands in against King. Check swing from Schalk. Home plate umpire appeals to the base umpire over at first base. He says he did not go. 1-0 for King to Schalk. Comes set, pitches. Curveball gets away from King, 2-0. Parker mixing things up to the Mules here in the top of 3. Schalk did swing at that pitch. Low. Had him fooled. 2-1 to Clayton Schalk, who struck out in his first at bat. Parker with a good fastball in the outside corner. That evens things up. 2-2. Parker, the senior, right-hander. Comes set. Deep breath. Great pitch there by Parker. Had him fooled, had him way out in front. Schalk is retired for the second time, both on strikeouts. Brant Bell, the right-hander, steps in now for the Mules. Struck out in his first at bat and was thrown out at first base on the drop third. Fouls the first pitch off. Up on the net to the Poplar Bluff side at first base. Parker ahead here 0-1. Another off-speed pitch. Bill was fooled, way out in front. Gets him off balance. Parker in command here in the top of the third inning. 0-2 pitch to Bell. Parker set, pitches. Just missed on the inside corner. Good pitch by Parker. Had him way out in front with a couple of curveballs. Comes back inside. That pitch is driven into left center field. That'll fall in for a base hit as Brant Bell, very defensive swing there, was fooled. But Parker kind of left the pitch up a bit there. As Bell was able to find a little gap in left center. That brings up Bryce Dobbs. Walked in his first at bat. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Parker was the victim of the wind on that pitch. Let the pitch fly, and his hat went flying with it. King comes set. 1-0 pitch. Dobbs takes the second pitch for a ball. He's ahead 2-0. Parker giving a little glance at first. Comes set. The 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to shortstop. Bobbles, but is able to make the play. Cannon Driscoll with the in-between hop there, but he is able to retire. Dobbs at first base. Good pick there by Will Finley. Umpires do get together on that one. They both had the same call, as Dobbs is retired 6-3. Like Driscoll kind of gave a quick peek to second base there. It would have been close. Would have been close to try to get to there, so Driscoll regroups and gets the force at first. First pitch to Tinkovez, taken for a strike. Flew out to right field in his first at bat. Bell leads from second. Driscoll keeping him close. Parker with a pitch. That ball is popped up to the right side. Ragsdale settling makes the play. That wind is brutal today, folks. Valley View's able to escape the top of the third here. Still no score. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Valley View, we are more than a school.
We are achievers.
We are supporters.
We are champions.
We are creators.
We are learners.
We are innovators.
We are
Doctors McDonough and Phillips have over 50 years of combined experience performing dental implants, teeth extractions, and IV sedations. Our doctors are leaders in the field of computer-guided dental implant surgery and wisdom teeth extractions. NEA-OMS is the only AAAHC-accredited oral surgery center in the tri-state area. Trust the care of your family to the most established oral surgery center in Northeast Arkansas. Northeast Arkansas Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery.
Welcome back to Memorial Field. We're at the Jack Moore Complex in the Century Finance broadcast booth. Bringing you live Blazer baseball here. We're in the bottom of the third. No score. Valley View and Poplar Bluff. Belknap walks back to the mound. Beck Black leading things off here for the Blazers. The left fielder here in the bottom of the third. Hard hit ground ball to the second, going to his right. And Beck is retired. Want to make a quick mention here. April 21st, next week, Valley View Blazer baseball and softball will face Greene County Tech. And the Blazer News Network will have a dual cast. Be bringing both of them to you live next week, April 21st, against Greene County Tech. These kids do a great job bringing you Valley View sports all season long. That first pitch is hammered in the gap from Cannon Driscoll. Goes all the way to the wall. Driscoll with a stand-up double. He blistered that baseball there. Almost makes you wonder what would have been the case if the wind wasn't blowing as hard as it was. Probably knocked that one down a little bit. Driscoll come up swinging on the first delivery from Belknap. Valley View with a runner in scoring position. As we're back to the top of the order, let's see what Coach Allison wants to do here with Ragsdale, who drove the ball into center field his first at bat. Takes the first pitch away as Belknap was also a victim of the wind as his hat goes sailing. Valley View trying to get on the board here. Top of the third, or bottom of the third, excuse me, still no score. That pickoff attempt to Driscoll, unsuccessful. Belknap has the baseball back. Roach stands in. Hits that baseball back up the middle. Good piece of hitting there by Roach. Driscoll had to hesitate just a hair there. Good base run. Don't want to get caught in no man's land. Belknap comes set. First and third. There goes the runner. And we've got a play at the plate. Ragsdale with some heads-up base running. Little miscommunication here from the Mules. So that was Ragsdale with the line drive to center field. He's going on the first pitch. Still second. Poplar Bluff a little confused on the signs here as they throw down to second with no one covering. I think it almost looked as if the second baseman was supposed to cut in front of that throw just to try to draw Driscoll off the line at third, see if they could catch the Blazers sleeping. Poplar Bluff's catcher throws that one into center field. Driscoll comes around to score. Ragsdale off with a pitch. And he scores all the way from second. Well, he started from first. 3 bags for Ragsdale as that gets Valley View on the board. Poplar Bluff with a little visit there to try to regroup. That brings in Owen Roach. Ground ball to shortstop, his first at bat, and another ground ball up the middle for Roach. That makes it past the outstretched arm of the Poplar Bluff shortstop. Valley View ready to threaten again. As Roach takes the first pitch for a single. That brings in Keaton Mathis, who had the deep drive to right field in the first inning. Right fielder battling the win for Poplar Bluff. Misplayed the baseball, bounced off his glove. As Belknap checks on Roach at first. 2-0. Bottom of 3. Valley View ahead and threatening again. As Roach steals on the off-speed pitch. He's standing in at second base now. Another runner in scoring position for the Blazers. Keaton Mathis looking to capitalize. Second base working the runner. There goes Roach to third. Another steal. Back-to-back stolen bases. Valley View's offense has been a little quiet, but picking up here, showing off the running game. That pitch misses upstairs. Belknap a little flustered here. That ball hammered to the right side. Great piece of hitting there. Great piece of hitting there by Keaton Mathis. He hits a sharp ground ball through the right side. That'll score Roach from third. Brings up Barrett Mallett. Freeman in to run again. Diving back in at first with a pickoff attempt. Belknap comes set. Very cautious of the Blazer run game here as that ball is driven into left field for a base hit for Barrett Mallett. Left fielder a little tardy getting to the baseball. Freeman tries to stretch it from second base to third, gets thrown out. Aggressive base running, though, from Barrett Mallett after the single. Sees the throw going into third. And he's standing at second base. So we've got 2 down here for the Blazers. But still threatening here in the bottom of 3. First pitch to Tatum. Misses low. Ball in the dirt. Mallett hustling, reading the ball in the dirt well. He's in at third with no play. Second pitch swung on and missed from Tatum. The big right fielder, the lefty, looking to get Valley View on the board here again. Pitch swung on and missed by Tatum. Trying to battle out of this with a 1-2 count. Valley View still threatening. Mallet at third, off the wild pitch. 2-0 Blazers over the Mules here. Bottom of 3. That pitch popped up. That should get out of play. And that wind is going to blow it back. Oh. I thought the wind was going to catch it and blow it back in. Catcher would have had a tough play on that with the backspin on that baseball just outside of play, right over the top of the screen here as fans are diving out of the way. Tatum adjusting his bat and gloves. Valley View in the powder blue uniforms today. Probably my favorite Valley View baseball uniform. Here's the pitch. Off speed misses upstairs, 2-2. Don't forget April 21st, Greene County Tech, Valley View baseball and softball next week on the 21st. We'll have broadcasts of both games. Here's the pitch. Hammered foul down the right side. Wind is really gusting here. Has been all day in Jonesboro. Wind blowing from the left foul line across the outfield towards the right side. Tatum stands in. He's ready for the pitch from Belknap. Comes set, the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside, good take from Tatum. Poplar Bluff wanted the call, but that ball was inside. I know the umpire behind the plate was desperate for my approval on that call, but he got it right. I've got a pretty good view from up here in the Century Finance broadcast booth. Full count to Tatum. Curveball misses upstairs, ball 4. Tough at bat there from Tatum. Got down early, was able to battle back. So Blazers threatening again. Poplar Bluff trying to get the sign. With 2 down. The catcher's out in front of the plate. He's trying to signal to his infield. Poplar Bluff with some miscommunication earlier, but the Blazers were able to take advantage of with a 1st and 3rd situation. And now we're 1st and 3rd with 2 outs to Finley, who hit a hard ground ball to shortstop in his first at bat. Belknap checks on Tatum at first base. Barrett Mallet with his lead here at 3rd, looking to see if the Blazers will try to run again here. He is not. That pitch is flown to center field. Center fielder in all kinds of trouble. That ball's going to get down. He doesn't able to get a glove on it. Now he hesitates on the throw back in, and that's going to be a stand-up triple on a really tough play. The center fielder got turned around a couple of different times with the wind blowing. And that'll drive into for Finley. The center fielder never got a glove on that. So me personally, we're going to score that as a triple. Little hesitation on the throw. From center field as Levi Martin stands in now. Looking to keep the line moving for Valley View. Belknap's pitch is in the left-handed batter's box. His hat goes flying. One and one here. To Levi Martin. The designated hitter today. Belknap misses upstairs. It's 2-1. To Martin. Valley View threatening it still. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. The pitch from Belknap. Hit hard for a base hit through the left side. That scores Finley from third. Finley stands at first base after an RBI single. So we have batted around here. Beck Black with his second plate appearance in the bottom of the third, fouls the first pitch away. Black grounded to second base earlier in the inning. As he stands in here again in the bottom of the third. Looking to find his way on. So Levi Martin leads from first. Martin kind of lucky on that one. Leaning a little bit towards second base, kind of a delayed pick. Throw gets away at first base. Martin back in safely. Valley View hitting the baseball hard. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. He's going to be in there safe. Throw kind of tailed there at the end. Levi Martin with his head first slide into the bag. He stands in scoring position for Black. Shortstop working. Pitch goes away. Two and one Black as he bats for the second time here in the bottom of the third. Catcher giving the sign. Belknap comes set. And the pitch. That ball spiked in the left-hander's batter's box. Beck Black does not offer at it. Way ahead here, 3-1. Right fielder playing deep. Center field straight away. Black tries to check his swing, but I think that was a strike regardless. So that's going to be a full count here to Beck Black. Waiting on the full count offering from Belknap. Levi Martin stands at second base. Here's the pitch. Pitch hit down the right field line and foul. Black, that ball really carried. I tell you, anything up in the air today is going to be tough. Ragsdale had the tough pop up in the top of the third at second base that just kept drifting and kept drifting. Right fielder for Poplar Bluff made the error in the top of the first. Center fielder misplays the one earlier on a ball that was hit hard. Turned him around a couple times with the way the wind is swirling. Here's the full count. Curveball misses inside. That'll be ball 4 to Black. As Cannon Driscoll steps in for the second time. Had a base hit and scored earlier in the inning. As Poplar Bluff's coach will come out and take a mound visit here. And we're going to have a pitch and change here for Poplar Bluff. Six nothing Valley View here. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you can see what the future holds. Look a little closer, and you'll also see history being made, day after day. For 125 years straight, through our best days and hardest days, the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing, the kind of healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics, from Jonesboro to Pocahontas to Piggott, Osceola, Wynn, and back. Because we're your friends. You are our neighbors. And we are a family. Our commitment, our calling is our community. As you grow, we grow with you. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission envisioned by faithful, courageous sisters, determined to bring healing to all those in need. Today, tomorrow, and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth. Your home for Valley View Blazer baseball. Valley View with a 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the third, first and second. After the pitch and change from the Mules. Belknap still responsible for the two on the bases here. It's Brian Cooper. Gives up a base hit to right field. Throw's going to be cut by the first baseman. Throws to third. Everybody's going to be safe here for the Blazers. Cannon Driscoll with a single to right field. So he goes to second on the throw. That scores two more for Valley View. As Noah Ragsdale hits again. He skies that ball to right field. That's going to be trouble. Second base drifting all the way back into shallow right field. Makes the catch. And that will finally retire the Blazers. The Blazers pick up 8 here in the bottom of the third. We'll take another 30-second timeout. You're listening and watching Valley View Blazer Baseball.
When you're at home, you need right fiber. Some say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play. Maybe. But with right fiber's 100% fiber internet, you always win. No matter which side you're on. Fall in love with your gig speed internet. Get gig smitten. Get right fiber.
Welcome back here to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth. We appreciate our platinum sponsors. You're listening and watching Valley View Blazer Baseball. Valley View with an 8-0 lead here as we go to the top of the fourth. Parker King with 3 scoreless innings to start it off for the Blazers. As Keaton Rogers is now in relief of King. As he finishes up his warm-up tosses here. It's Poplar Bluff trying to get something going here. In the top of the fourth. The Mules will be led off by number 18, Gavin Caudell. Struck out swinging in the top of the second inning. Wind still gusting here at Valley View. First pitch taken first strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to Gaudell. Second pitch taken for a ball. Parker King with 3 solid innings. Didn't have his A-plus best stuff, but boy, he was making tough pitches when he had to. Defense looked really well behind him. Ragsdale with a big double play ball early on in the first. They got the Blazers out of a little bit of trouble. That's a ground ball back from Gaudell. Snared by Rogers. As he flips to first base for the out. Those turf hops will get on you quick. Seagraves bats now. Had the first hit for the Mules in the top of the second. The big lefty for Poplar Bluff. Rogers behind here 2-0 from the windup. The pitch hit hard to the right side. First base has it. Rogers covering. 3-1 as Seagraves is retired. Great play by Finley over there, ranging to his right. Rogers doing what he should. On a ground ball to the right side, he's covering the bag. The first pitch taken for a strike to Tabanera. He walked in the top of the second inning. Waits the pitch from Rogers. That ball's driven back up the middle for a base hit. Good piece of hitting from Tabanera. That brings in number 4, Miles Johnson, who was hit by a pitch in the top of the second from King. Rogers gives up his first base runner. A pitch misses low and away to Johnson. Rogers gets his sign from Mathis behind the plate. The kick, the pitch, taken on the inside corner. That evens things up, 1-1 to Johnson. Beautiful day here on the campus of Valley View in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Clint Tyler filling in for the voice of Blazer baseball, Tyson Liebelong, unable to be with us here today. Here's the pitch from Rogers. Swung on and missed. A lot of movement on that pitch. Johnson can't reach it. He's in the hole here, 1-2. Poplar Bluff dugout trying to spark things here. Curved ball from Rogers. Hit to the shortstop, Driscoll, with a great play, ranging in the hole from his knees. Throw is not in time, but Driscoll with an outstanding defensive effort there on the base hit from Johnson. Keeps it on the infield. That moves Tabanera to second base. For number 21, the 9-0 hitter, Foster Rose. Mathis Out to talk to Rogers, the junior right-hander. Where's number 1? Trying to finish things off and retire Poplar Bluff here in the top of the 4th. Blazers up 8-0. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Misses inside and low. 1-0. Foster Rose trying to keep the line moving here for the Mules in the top of the 4th. 1st and 2nd. 2 outs. Rogers with the pitch. Good fastball from Rogers. Evens things up. 1-1. Blazers getting their signs. Ragsdale in short right field now at second base. As he plays for the left-handed batting Foster Rose. Ahead in the count here, 2-1. Keaton Rogers trying to make a pitch here. And he does. Swing and a miss from Foster Rose. Evens things up. Had him way out in front and off balance on that delivery. As my dad always said, 2-2 pitch, great pitch to hit here from Rogers. He delivers. Curveball taken away. As we've got a full count here to Foster Rose. 2 on, 2 out. Mules trying to get something going here in the top of the 4th, down 8-0. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up left side. Wind is tricky, but retired by Barrett Mallett. Mules unable to capitalize. Still 8-0 Valley View as we head to the middle of the 4th. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening and watching Valley View Blazer Baseball.
When you're at home, you need right fiber. Some say it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play. Maybe. But with Right Fiber's 100% fiber internet, you always win. No matter which side you're on. Fall in love with your gig speed internet. Get gig smitten. Get Right Fiber.
Yeah, this is dead on the walkie-talkie. So if I'm a little delayed. Welcome back here to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth. Your home for Valley View Blazer Baseball. Bottom of 4 here. Blazers with an 8-0 lead. So Owen Roach. Leads things off for the Blazers. Brian Cooper back on the mound for the Mules. The pitch. Hit hard by Owen Roach. Tailing line drive. Great play by the left fielder there as he's able to come up with that. I thought that ball was going to get down. And if so, with Roach's speed. That would have been a stand-up double for Roach. Keaton Mathis up now. Been on base a couple of times. The big catcher for Valley View. Takes the off-speed pitch upstairs. One 0. Valley View up 8-0 here. Hard hit ground ball diving through the hole, past the third baseman, past the shortstop. As that ball makes it into left field for a base hit.
It is low, but we have a headset or another communication headset, and I'll try and get that set up.
All righty. Keaton Mathis on base for the third time. Freeman on to run again. He's been busy. Barrett Mallett stands in. Looks at a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Next delivery from Cooper, taken inside. Evens things up. Cooper checking on Freeman at first base. Mallett standing in here in the bottom of the fourth. Good block back there by Bryce Dobbs behind the plate for the Mules. Keeps that ball in front for Cooper. His next pitch. Off speed misses. Up and in. 3-1 now to Mallett. This big Madden Tatum stands on deck. Ready to hit. Another throw to first. Checking on Freeman here. 8-0 lead for the Blazers. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. That pitch misses upstairs from Cooper. As that brings up Tatum with a chance to hit with 2 on here. In the bottom of the fourth. First and second for Valley View. That ball hammered over the head of the center fielder. That ball's going to get down. Runners had to hesitate just for a second. That throw gets away, coming back in, and both Valley View base runners will score, as that ball was absolutely hammered by Tatum. That's another hard hit baseball from Valley View that's going to clear the bases. As Valley View scores a couple. Catcher out to talk with Cooper. It's Tatum with the big drive to left center here to score 2 more for Valley View. Finley stands in. First baseman. 9-0 Valley View here in the bottom of the fourth. That pitch hit hard. In the air. Right center gap. Center field coming over. Right fielder calls it. As Finley is retired. Tatum unable to advance. That brings in Levi Martin, number 33. Blazers with 9 runs off 10 hits. Poplar Bluff with 4 hits of their own, but nothing to show for it. First pitch to Levi Martin, taken for a strike. Cooper pitches with 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. That pitch fouled away down the right side. Evens things up. Another reminder of next week, April 21st. Valley View Blazer baseball and softball, both playing against Greene County Tech. Both games will be broadcasted live on the Blazer News Network as the next pitch is ready from Cooper. Big hop at third base. Wow, what a play. That ball was bounced out in front of the plate. Third baseman charging, kind of fumbled. Able to recover to retire Levi Martin at first base. Blazers pick up a couple more. Lead 9-0. Headed to the top of the fifth. We'll take a quick 30-second break here. You listening and watching Blazer Baseball on the Blazer News Network.
Hey Blazers, are you ready to take charge of your money? The experts at Evolve Bank and Trust are ready to help. Located in downtown Jonesboro, the Evolve team can help you open an e-University checking account designed for students like you. These accounts have no minimum daily balance and no service fees. Can't get to our downtown location? Check out our 24/7 ATM and virtual teller on Main Street. To learn more about all our products, go to getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Valley View, we are more than a school.
We are achievers.
We are supporters.
We are champions.
We are creators.
We are learners.
We are innovators.
We are Welcome back to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth. That ball is hit in the gap from the leadoff hitter for the Mules. That ball finds some fake green grass in left center. Clayton Schalk, the leadoff hitter for the Mules, on for the first time here. In the top of the fifth. That brings in Belt. Retired both times for the Mules. The pitch from Rogers. Taken low and away. One 0 to the right-hander, Brant Bell. Got him shaded a little bit to the pull side on the infield. That ball skied to center field. And caught for the out. Owen Roach battling the sun and the wind, but is able to retire Belt. Schalk retreats back to the bag at first base. And that brings in Bryce Dobbs for the Mules. Beautiful sunny day here in Jonesboro, Arkansas on the Valley View campus. That pitch misses away from Rogers. Snagged by Keaton Mathis. Dobbs ahead here for the Mules. 1-0, short lead at first base from Schalk. Valley View infield communicating on who's got the throw here. If Schalk decided to go, he does not. That pitch is taken upstairs. 2-0. Poplar Bluff with the runner on first. One out here. That pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down, and he's got him at second base. Nice throw and tag from Valley View. Keaton Mathis with a great throw on the swing and a miss from Dobbs. As Schalk is gunned down. Great tag at shortstop. What a play from Valley View. That retires Schalk. 2 away now. That curveball swung on and missed by Dobbs. After the caught stealing, followed the fly out to center field. Blazers have 2 away. That pitch is swung on and missed. Thrown down to first for the out. Blazers lead 9-0 here. Headed to the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a 30-second timeout here. You're listening and watching Valley View Blazer Baseball on the Blazer News Network.
At Valley View, we are more than a school.
We are achievers.
We are supporters.
We are champions.
We are creators.
We are learners.
We are innovators.
We are Welcome back here to Memorial Field at the Jack Moore Complex. We are in the Century Finance broadcast booth bringing you Blazer baseball here on this Friday afternoon. Valley View up 9-0 here as they bat in the bottom of the 5th. Beck Black leading things off for the Blazers. It's the first pitch, foul to the right side. That'll be caught by Poplar Bluff in foul territory. One away for the Mules. As Black is retired. That brings up Cannon Driscoll in the 9-hole today, wearing number 4. Been on base and scored here for the Blazers. He was a part of the big 3rd inning for Valley View that saw them score 7 times. Hits the first pitch hard up the middle. That'll fall for a base hit. Line drive just about took Cooper's head off at first or on the mound. That ball hit hard from Driscoll. Good piece of hitting there from Cannon. Top of the order now for the Blazers. The Blazers are going to win this one 10-0. After the 2-run homer from Owen Roach. So both teams will leave their dugouts and shake it up after that one. Valley View improving to 18-1 on the season. Undefeated in conference. Poplar Bluff falls to 12-7. They've lost back-to-back games here in Arkansas. Great game overall here as Parker King got us started. Some great pitching here in the first couple innings. Rogers comes on in relief. Valley View breaks it open with 7 in the bottom of the third, score 2 more in the bottom of the fourth. And then after an Owen Roach 2-run homer, they get out of here up 11-0 against the Mules. We appreciate you listening and watching here on your home for Valley View Blazer baseball on the Blazer News Network.